With Q4 right around the corner, it's more important than ever to ensure you're setting yourself up for success. Whether you're a seasoned seller or new to the Etsy game, the habits you establish now will make all the difference in how you finish out the year. So in today's video, I'm going to share the top 3 most critical habits of success that will ensure you thrive during Q4 this year. As someone who has built multiple six-figure businesses more than once, I had to learn many of these along the way myself. And now I hope that they'll be able to help you as you grow your Etsy business. Habit number 1, intentional niche research. Top Etsy sellers excel because they are not just participants in the market making random designs. They are proactive and paying attention to who they are reaching as customers. Spaghetti at a wall is not a strategy, and hope is not a plan. As we gear up for Q4, focus on intentionally deepening your understanding of your niche or niches so that you can align your products and designs to resonate with them. Challenge yourself to go beyond the obvious and discover their unique interests and identities. For example, if you're targeting a younger demographic, explore popular stores like Anthropologie or Urban Outfitters to see what is selling well with similar audiences so that you can align your designs and bring in some of those influences. If you're going after the political niche, spend some time hanging out online where they are. Keep an eye on Google Trends or trending topics on TikTok or X or Threads. If you're interested in the wedding niche, look at bridal websites and blogs to understand upcoming trends. For outdoor themes, research relevant activities and browse sites like Eddie Bauer or REI. Additionally, tools like ChatGPT can generate niche-specific phrases that resonate with your audience, making your designs more relatable and engaging. I'll be sure to link my niches playlist for you, as well as the link so that you can grab my niche creator custom GPT. Habit number 2, discovery scrolling with purpose. What do I mean by discovery scrolling? Staying on top of market trends and demand is crucial. So that means that scrolling daily to discover demand, trends, and inspiration, both broadly and within your niche, is how you become better at understanding designs and concepts that sell. Period. Looking at keyword data will only get you so far. You must become an expert in the visual side of research as well. Therefore, you need to actually spend time on Etsy yourself. Not just to browse, but to actively analyze what's trending and what customers are excited about, aka buying. Begin with broad searches like women's shirts or trendy sweatshirts or mom gifts. These really broad categories often highlight what's popular before trends kind of trickle down into smaller niches. Look beyond just the bestseller badges. Pay attention to popular now tags that you'll see in the search results, and also make sure you're clicking into listings and looking for those little red words that say things like 20 plus views in the last 24 hours, or in demand, or 15 purchased within the last 24 hours. These clues will help you spot emerging trends early. Also, observe styles, colors, and themes across niches that are different from your own. This broader perspective allows you to bring fresh ideas into your specific niche, avoiding the trap of only replicating what's already been done. The same thing applies to seasonal designs for Q4. Conduct broad searches and look for the patterns and themes that are standing out and in demand, and then bring those ideas into your niches. By allowing your brain a chance to simply act like a sponge and absorb what it sees regularly, the colors, the styles, the fonts, the placement, the mock-ups, all of it are things that over time your brain will start to instinctively piece together. And this is how your demand and design skills improve over time. The goal is to absorb and learn. Examine listings that are gaining popularity. Observe the aesthetics and themes of successful shops when you come across them. Note what's selling, what's not, and how you can adapt these insights into your strategy. Developing this habit and skill is essential to becoming a top seller. I'll also link my designing playlist for you as well so that you can watch several examples of creating new designs from top trends. And finally, habit number 3, consistency. I get asked all the time, how many listings do I need to see success? Or I made it to 100 listings, but no sales are happening. Now what? The truth is, there is no magic number. So the mistake that I see a lot of new sellers make is they crank through all these listings, don't see success right away, and then stop. My sweet friends, don't get to 100 listings and simply expect to set it and forget it, or for some sort of magical switch to occur. Don't get to 200 listings and simply stop. I've seen successful shops with less than 100 listings, and I've seen shops with 800 plus listings that aren't selling anything at all. Why? Because creating volume for the sake of volume is not a strategy. It means absolutely nothing if you aren't learning, applying it, and adapting along the way. Instead, focus on consistency and quality. I recommend working in batches so that you can scale efficiently in your chosen niches and sub-niches, but can still build the volume that does help to generate consistent traffic and data that you can learn from. If you're not seeing progress in terms of visits and favorites in your shop with those batches, go back to your research and keep practicing your designs on new listings. I can almost guarantee that's where you probably need a little more work, and that's okay. None of us start out as experts in the beginning. Treat this like an iterative and intentional process. Remember, consistency compounds. Not only does staying consistent in your shop with listings build your visibility on Etsy, but you will also have new data from new listings. They get a small temporary boost on Etsy with new listings, and this ensures that you are consistently practicing your design and listing skills over time. Set yourself a regular listing habit, whether it's a daily listing or weekly if you're like me and work in batches. The point is to build in consistency in your processes. And this consistency applies to not only listing, but also doing the niche research and discovery scrolling that we talked about earlier. Success often seems just out of reach until it isn't. Your commitment to these habits and actions now is what will set you apart down the road. Now, these are 3 of the 6 success habits that I talk about in my new course, Simply Thriving. And I take a bit of a more holistic approach than you typically hear other Etsy sellers talk about. And that is intentional. These habits are based on having been an entrepreneur and small business owner in a variety of different ways for more than a decade. If you are looking for a quick overnight fix, this is not for you. If you are wanting a get-rich-quick plan, this is also not for you. These are about building habits and mindsets as a whole person, as a whole business owner, not just an Etsy shop. In my course, I more fully dive into developing your mindset as an entrepreneur, clarifying your goals, mastering your time more effectively, adapting with intention, and building these sustainable habits that foster not only success in your business, but also personal growth so that you can thrive. Just like with all of my other resources and masterclass replays and templates and so much more, the new course is included as part of my Simply Thrive Club membership, and I'll link that for you as well in the description. The point is in all of this is that it's essential to recognize that progress in business, much like in life, is rarely linear. There will be weeks where everything just clicks, and others where it feels like you're just spinning wheels. During these times, it's crucial to have mindsets, goals, and habits to fall back on that enable you to still keep pushing forward. Picture yourself at the end of this year having implemented these habits consistently. It's not too late. Imagine the growth and success that could emerge from these efforts. Start today and let every day count towards building that success. Trust the process and that the seeds you're planting with these habits now will grow, and that the work you're doing today lays the foundation for the successes of tomorrow. Remember, every top seller on Etsy was once a beginner, looking for the right formula to connect with their customers and start making progress. They achieved their success not because they found a shortcut, but because they committed to doing the right activities consistently, adapted when things didn't work, and never stopped learning. Stay focused, stay persistent, and trust that you are on the right path. I hope this has been helpful for you. In the meantime, make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out on any new Q4 videos coming up for this year on my channel. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you in the next one.